First off, Davy, we welcome Duncan Ferguson and Inverness to the home of the Setfair Arena in the next round of the Trust Trophy. Are we happy with that home tie?
I think you're happy with any home tie. You look at some of the ties, you could have been a couple of hours away tie. I think the fans probably looking for an away tie, but personally, me, the club, players, I think any home tie you're pretty happy with. So we've managed to avoid a championship team, which again is probably a wee bit of a bonus, but it's a half decent tie. It's a tie that we've got a chance of progressing into the next round. No divine right to do so, but we've got a good opportunity to try and progress into the next round.
A tough game against Spartans. Are we happy with how it went, Davy?
Yeah, progression again. I think we controlled large parts of the game, to be honest. And again, it's progression. It's cup football. It's about probably result over performance, albeit I think they performed fairly well on the day. So I'm fairly happy with the clean sheet, 2 goals, and controlled a lot of the game.
We've seen Lewis Smith, Christian Montano and Rhys McAleer come into the starting 11. Is the team enjoying the healthy competition?
I think so. It was an opportunity. I didn't want to mix it up too much. But I think it's an opportunity for boys that have been doing well, reserve games, boys that have been doing well in training, to try and get some minutes into their legs. So I think all 3 of them equipped themselves fairly well in the game. Smithy will be delighted they went on and got the goal. So I think I've been pretty vocal on that this year. I think we've got a really healthy, competitive squad. We've got a good, strong 20, which is, in my opinion, what you need to progress. If you want to win games of football consistently on a weekly basis, you need a good, healthy squad.
The Cup always offers something different from the league, but are you and the team excited to get back to the home for league duty against Hamilton this weekend?
I just kind of take one game at a time, to be honest. Saturday's an opportunity to go and pick 3 points up. Most teams in this league are going to be stronger at home. I can think you go through any leagues, most teams are strong at home. So it's a great opportunity for us to try and come again, get 3 points and then move on to the next game.
Obviously 3 youngsters were named on the bench, and Cody Stark, Danny Dobie and Tommy North. How did the young lads find being in the first team environment?
They've been involved in a couple of the bounce games. A lot of them have been in here training over the summer, so I think we've went probably around 6 to 8 under 18s have been in here over the course of the summer sporadically. Some have been on holiday, we've brought another 2 in, that type of thing. They'll be back to school now, so they're fairly familiar with the players, fairly familiar with the staff and how I like to work. But that's been, I feel now we're getting the fruits of the academy now. I think it was a wee bit sparse last year and the seasons before, with just the academy just getting up and running. So I now feel I'm looking at the 18s, and there's 2 or 3 players within the 18s that have done themselves no harm at all and try to earn full-time contracts. They've played reserve football, equipped themselves fairly well. So I'm really happy with how the academy's going, because that feeds into the 18s, but the 18s have got a direct impact on us. So really happy with how the 18s are going as well.
How have you and the squad been preparing for Hamilton this Saturday, David?
Just look over the post-game stuff for Spartans and start looking at your pre-game stuff. So managed to get 3 training days in. Today will be the 3rd training day. Just prepare for Hamilton. I think this year, again, I think I've said this on a few occasions, it's about Livingston. It's maybe not so much about the opponent. We still need to show them the respect, but previous campaigns you're focusing a lot more on the opponent and the threats they bring, whereas this year I feel in the championship it's more about Livingston, what we want to do in the game, how we want to control the game and how we want to play, albeit you've got to touch on the threats that Hamilton will bring. So just focusing on ourselves, to be honest.
Obviously with Hamilton this weekend, Davy, there's quite a lot of ex-players and staff between the teams. You've got Chipper, Potsy, Smithy, Andy, then you've got Jackson, Bradley, Todorov, Ben Williamson, all at Hamilton. Do you think that gives a bit of an extra edge to the game, or?
Yeah, it probably does in the lead up to it, but as soon as the whistle goes, I think all that gets forgotten about. But you've not got ex-players want to come back here and kind of do really well for the club they're at. Staff we'll be talking up during the week, so I'd imagine there's a wee bit extra to it, but when I think the whistle goes, it all gets forgotten about and you just want to go and play football.